Hello students, this is the second part of the chapter Judiciary. We will read the structure of the judiciary in this part. Okay, the Indian judicial system is structured at various levels starting from the district level. There are 3 levels of the courts in our country. There are several courts at the lower level while there is only one at the apex level. The courts that most people interact with are what are called subordinate or district court. These are usually at the district or tehsil level or in towns, and they hear many kinds of cases. Each state is divided into districts that are presided over by a district judge. Each state has a high court, which is the highest court of that state. At the top of the court is Supreme Court, that is located in New Delhi, and it's presided over by the Chief Justice of India. The decisions made by the Supreme Court are binding on all other courts in India. Students, there is a story in your book, page number 58, of Lakshman Kumar. In February 1980, Lakshman Kumar married 20-year-old Sudha Goyal. They lived in joint family in Delhi. On 2nd December 1980, Sudha died of burns. Her family filed a case in trial court. Her neighbors told the court that after hearing her screams, they forced their way into Lakshman's flat. They saw Sudha standing with her sari in flames. They extinguished fire. Neighbors and family members told about her being tortured for dowry. Based on evidence, Lakshman, his mother and brother-in-law were sentenced to death. In November 83, the 3 accused appealed in High Court and they were acquitted. Students, here a word comes appealed. So, there is a question, what is an appellate system? Okay. So, when a person is not satisfied with the judgment of a subordinate court, he may take the matter to the upper court. This is called appellate system. So, there were protests and demonstrations by women groups against the verdict, and an appeal was filed by Indian Federation of Women Lawyers. In 1985, Supreme Court heard the case and found Lakshman and his mother guilty, but acquitted his brother-in-law due to lack of evidence. Different branches of the legal systems. There are mainly 2 categories under which the Indian legal system works. These include Indian civil law and criminal law. Civil law, this deals with all aspects of infringement of individual rights. This includes harm, loss or damage to individuals or groups of individuals and deals with cases related to property, family disputes, divorce, tax, rent, etc. Any person who is aggrieved on matters like these is required to file a petition in the court, and the court shall judge the fairness of the case and award relief as deemed appropriate. Next is criminal law. The laws under this category deal with crimes like robbery, theft, murder, forgery, dowry. Any person who has been a victim of any such instance has to file a first information report, that is FIR. You have already read about FIR, with the police, who then carries out an investigation and files a case in the court. The court then may fine the culprit or send him to jail for a specific term. In extreme cases, a person may be awarded a death sentence as well. The Indian legal system is one of the oldest legal systems in the entire history of the world. It has changed as well as developed over the centuries, taking inferences from the legal systems across the world. The Constitution of India is the foundation of the Indian legal system.